Welcome to Datatorials.com, where we grow data skills and make learning data simple and fun. In today's video, we're going to explore one of the most fundamental topics in the world of data. What is data? What are the different types of data? And what are the main sources of data that power our digital world? So let's dive in and get started.
But first, let's start by defining data. Data is simply a value assigned to a thing or a person. It's a collection of facts, numbers, descriptions, or observations that help us make decisions. Think about it this way. If you have a device, there's some data associated with it, like the manufacturer, RAM size, CPU cores, or even the color of the device.
Now, when it comes to data, there are three main types: categorical, ordinal, and quantitative data. Let's start with categorical data. Categorical data puts the item you're describing into groups or categories. For example, a computer can be unused, used, or defective. That helps us group computers based on their state. We can also categorize by computer model, country, or marital status. Even a person's profession, like software developer, data engineer, or data scientist, is categorical. It allows us to group people based on their occupation. Next, we have ordinal data. Ordinal data is quite similar to categorical data, but the key difference is that it has a specific order or ranking. This means the values can be arranged on a scale. For example, birth dates, severity of a bug, or salary bands in a company. All of these can be ranked to show their relative positions. But remember, while ordinal data has values, the difference between those values isn't always equal. For instance, the gap between satisfaction level 1 and 2 might be very different from the gap between 4 and 5. Finally, let's talk about quantitative data. This type of data deals with numbers, things that can be measured or counted. Quantitative data can be discrete or continuous. Discrete data takes on specific, fixed values. For example, the number of Olympic gold medals a country wins. It can be 0, 1, or 2, but never 3.5. The same goes for a company's profit. It must be a precise number. Now, continuous data is a bit different. It can take on any value within a range, like temperature or online course ratings. You might see one course rated 4.0, another 4.5, and depending on the system, maybe even 4.56. With continuous data, there's room for values between steps. It's smooth and flowing, just like a gradient. Now that we understand the types of data, let's take a look at some of the main sources of data around us. First, social media and streaming platforms. Every time we tweet, like, share, comment, or upload, we generate data. This kind of data provides powerful insights into consumer behavior and sentiment. It's the foundation of marketing analytics today. Second, we have machine-generated data. This comes from smart devices, industrial machines, sensors, smartphones, or even self-driving cars. And third, we have transactional data. This is created through our daily financial or business activities, both online and offline. It includes things like invoice payments, delivery receipts, and money transfers. Most businesses rely on transactional data to understand their operations and performance. So there you have it. Data in all its forms and sources power the decisions, insights, and innovations we see every day. Understanding data isn't just about numbers. It's about the stories they tell.